unravel the genius of Frédéric Chopin, the Polish pianist who redefined romantic music. Born on the 1st of March in 1810, Frédéric François Chopin was a remarkable man who stamped his mark not only on the music world but on society as a whole. He was a child prodigy, showing immense talent from a young age and captivating audiences with his dexterity on the piano. His music was not just sounds strung together, but they were expressions of his deepest emotions, narrating a story that has touched the hearts of millions. Chopin was a master of the piano, a virtuoso unlike any other of his time. His compositions were melodious, contemplative, and often melancholic, reflecting the periods of his life. Each note, each pause, and each melody was a piece of the puzzle that made up his life. His music was not just for the ears, but for the soul as well. It was a gateway to his world, offering a glimpse into his mind, his thoughts, and his feelings. Through his music, Chopin transported listeners to a realm of beauty and despair, love and loss, joy and sorrow. His compositions were his confessions, his solace and his joy. They were his way of communicating with the world, a language understood by all, regardless of race, age, or social status. Chopin's life was a roller coaster of ups and downs. He lived through periods of great happiness and profound sorrow, of tremendous success and disappointing failures, of love found and love lost. And yet, through it all, his love for music remained steadfast. His music was not just his profession, but his passion. It was his lifeline, his beacon of hope during the dark times, and his source of joy during the happy times. His piano was not just an instrument, but an extension of himself, the tool through which he communicated his most profound thoughts and feelings. Chopin left behind a legacy that has stood the test of time. Today, his music is still performed, studied, and cherished by people around the world. His influence extends far beyond the realm of music, leaving an indelible mark on culture, society, and history. His timeless, transcending boundaries and defying the conventions of time. They are a testament to his genius, his creativity, and his extraordinary talent. They are a reflection of his life, an insight into his mind, and a window into his soul. Chopin's life was filled with color, with moments of light and darkness, of hope and despair, of joy and sorrow. His journey was a testament to his strength, his resilience, and his relentless pursuit of his passion. His music was his legacy, a gift to the world that continues to inspire and touch the hearts of millions. His compositions, filled with emotion and passion, continue to resonate with listeners, stirring their hearts and touching their souls. His music, timeless and universal, is a testament to his extraordinary talent and his profound understanding of the human heart and soul. Chopin was a trailblazer, a pioneer who dared to push the boundaries of music. He was a visionary, an innovator who was not afraid to challenge the conventions of his time. His music was revolutionary, a groundbreaking fusion of classical and romantic elements that changed the face of music forever. Chopin was more than a musician. He was an artist, a poet, a philosopher, and a storyteller. His music was his canvas, his notes his words, his melodies his stories. His compositions were his masterpiece, a symphony of sound that has endured the ravages of time and continues to inspire listeners around the world. His legacy is vast, extending far beyond the realm of music. His influence can be seen in the works of countless musicians who have followed in his footsteps, drawing inspiration from his music and his life. His spirit continues to live on, resonating through the music he left behind. His life was a symphony, a beautiful composition of highs and lows, of success and failure, of love and loss. His music was his autobiography, a narrative of his life told through the medium of sound. Through his music, Chopin told his story, sharing his joys, his sorrows, his dreams, and his voice, his medium of expression, his way of connecting with the world. It was his testimony to the world, a declaration of his hopes, his dreams, his fears, and his desires. His music was his legacy, his gift to the world, a treasure that continues to inspire and move people around the world. The beauty of his compositions, the depth of his emotions, the complexity of his melodies, and the simplicity of his harmonies continue to mesmerize listeners, drawing them into the world of Chopin, a world filled with beauty, emotion, and passion. Dive into his life, his legacy, his music,